So just read the headline to this. You have this Jeremiah Clanton. Jeremiah Clanton, they say, is armed and dangerous. He's a suspect in a deadly shooting. Jeremiah Clanton. Now, I believe that this has to do with this other story here. Let's see what information. Atlanta, Georgia. So they're saying Atlanta, Georgia, a suspect is accused of shooting and killing a man in Chamblee on Friday morning. He's on the run, the city's police department had said. So this would be this morning. This is fresh news. Around 7:45 a.m., police were called to the 2050 Chamblee Tucker Road, a strip of businesses right by the DeKalb Peachtree Airport. The victim was taken to the hospital where he later died. One dead in Chamblee shooting. Suspect on the run, police say. Let's take a look at this article. This is the one where I first saw it. Police identify suspect in deadly shooting outside DeKalb County Charity. This is in Georgia as well. Chamblee police are searching for a shooter after a man was killed in front of a charity building on Friday morning. They say they were called to St. Vincent de Paul on Chamblee Tucker Road just before 7:45 a.m. I mean, that's an early morning shooting. Jeremiah Clanton, 31. They're using the same name. They say that he uses MARTA. Is MARTA like the some sort of the transportation system in Georgia? Yeah, the MARTA is the transit. So the bus system, I guess. So MARTA. So he uses the bus system. They said they found a man who was shot in the chest, rushed to the hospital, died from his injuries. They're not going to release his identity, which they kind of should. If the guy knew the guy, well then that's something. But if the guy is just completely innocent, then we need to get Jeremiah Clanton. We need to get Jeremiah Clanton, right? Jeremiah Clanton is this man right here. So this is fresh news. This guy just shot and murdered a person, right? The whole point of the criminal justice system, the reason why we have police, the reason why we have clerks, and the prosecutors, and the judges, and the magistrates, the whole reason why this entire criminal justice, million, trillion, billion-dollar system is to go after people that commit crimes. How come 60% of violent crimes are not solved? And then let's just go with the worst, right? You got assaults, you got rapes, you got stealings, but fucking murder? This guy just took the life of another person. Why did he take this other person's life? Is this on camera? Were there witnesses? How do we know it's this person? Could it be somebody else? And how come we haven't arrested this person? At the end of this article, it said that investigators have not tracked down Clanton yet, but he should be considered armed and dangerous. And if anybody who sees him or knows where he may be, they should call 911. You know what's crazy about that is, even if you have information and you want to do what's right by the police, they'll consider you a suspect. They'll consider you a friend if you say you're associated with him, or even a neighbor, or just not even an associate, right? A friend, associate is lower than a neighbor. And if, you just saw the person walking in the neighborhood, that's not even really an association. That's not even an acquaintance. That's just kind of a fleeting, nothingness. But if they said, hey, I saw the guy, it looked like he went over there, and he talks to those people over there, I bet you the police would say, well, let's look at your car. Let's look at the tags on your car. Let's look at this. Or you're not wearing a seatbelt. A bunch of dumb, petty shit. It's kind of bullshit that the police don't care for the truth and they don't care about stopping crimes. What about lawyers? Lawyers are crap. When a lawyer moves his lips, that's how you can tell when a lawyer is lying, when he moves his lips. What do you call 10,000 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? Well, that's a good start. The only reason we need lawyers is because of lawyers. Lawyers are such shisty, parasitical piles of shit. You need a lawyer just to be able to fight these parasites. But how come a lawyer never says, well, in the name of justice, I heard, in that Primal Fear, the lawyer had claimed that he was an officer of the court. I am an officer of this court. If you're an officer of the court, then you can make an arrest. If you're an officer of the court, then you care about justice. But too many times lawyers don't give a damn about justice. They care about the bottom line. Are you going to pay me? Are you going to pay me to, put on a suit and then pretend to defend you? And how much are you going to pay me? If you only pay me a couple $100, well, I don't give a damn. But if you pay me, maybe $25,000, maybe I'll give you a couple months of my life. 7:45 a.m., police were called to the 2050 Chamblee Tucker Road, a strip of businesses right by the DeKalb Peachtree Airport. The victim was taken to the hospital where he later died. They said they're reviewing video footage. Okay, release that to the public. We want to know what the hell is going on. And then that means if he's armed and dangerous, a lot of times they want to say there's no further threat to the public. There is further threat to the public. There's further threat to the public. Unless it was justified, unless it was self-defense or some shit. 31-year-old Jeremiah Clanton out of Georgia. Police ask anyone who sees Clanton to call 911 or the Chamblee police. They say he's 5 foot 6 inches tall, weighs 170 pounds, and he's known to use the Martha. Don't approach Clanton. He should be considered armed and dangerous. And so, is this the guy? Is this the guy's leg and his foot? Did he just shoot him right there and then has his gun like covered up? So we have a picture right here. That's fascinating. If we got a picture, then there's video. Put the video out. Tell the public that this is what this guy did. And was there any justification whatsoever? If there's no justification whatsoever, I mean, at the St. Vincent de Paul, so was this guy just donating some old clothes and stuff? He was trying to do something good for the community and then just got shot the fuck up out of nowhere for no damn reason? And why? For what purpose? And it looks like that's his shoe, right? It looks like his leg, so it looks like he was shot and he's flung backwards. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on right here, but they're kind of saying that that's the screenshot for the shooting. So I was kind of looking at these other pictures, seeing if there's some other pictures of who this guy is. Jeremiah Clanton. Is this Jeremiah Clanton? Is that the same guy? This is the same guy right here? No, he looks different. He's kind of got that, he's got like a wide nose in the middle right there. No, that's different. No, okay, so it looks like it's just, this is the only picture we got. And where did they get this picture? I mean, good job for the Atlanta News First team for getting that picture. But we have a suspect on the run, a homicide suspect on the run. Too many times, the damn court system will fuck somebody over for a fucking seatbelt ticket. Why? Because they captured the body and now they get to abuse the body. But if they never catch this guy, then that means the court system is inept, the police are inept, and then this guy gets away with it as if he's got a PhD in law. You think he read a bunch of laws and he's trying to be good by his society's legal standards? Give me a break.